We made it there 4 times and I failed every single one of them. And today it was only one of them. I already got there 3 times and failed all 3 times. That's pretty sad though. I guess at least it gives me more hope that we'll be able to get there again, but... I mean, getting there is a way of saying it. Getting there with 3 lives is very different than getting there with 0 lives. So it is a shame because I certainly should have beaten it with that amount of resources. Just that at the end I guess I miscalculated the iframes. I don't know if there's much about calculating. You are counting. You're trying to count seconds. In cases like that, it would be nice to have a UI that actually shows how invincible you are. Like a UI that tells you there is this amount of time until you stop being invincible. But that is not how it works, unfortunately. You have to count on your own. You cannot do it any other way, unfortunately. It's one of those spell cards that, when you look at how RNG it is very disgusting. When you see the copious amount of RNG it handles, is mind-blowing. I think that's how those lights work. Those lights that are constantly summoning these bullets, if you get in the middle of their path, they won't kill you, or rather they are not gonna summon anything. That's relatively common in Touhou, to have summoning bullets like that kinda stop bothering you. Or rather, they don't bother you if you get in the way. They are very polite. Unlike the other bullets that actually kill you if they touch you. There are many cases like that. Well, in the previous game you also had Mistia's non-spell working like that. Yeah, I would have liked to not bomb there, but I guess there we are. So you're very high in the screen, Hina. You're supposed to be that high. You're a little bit higher and you disappear from the game. Nice luck. I think the most regrettable thing, I mean, I don't really care I'll score that much, but I don't think I'm getting that high score again. Even with a 1 coin clear, you do get a bonus at the end, but depends on how you did the rest of the run. That bonus won't be enough to reach the high score. I mean, it's not a gigantic bonus, really. It's all relative. This run is going exactly the same resource-wise as the previous run. Very amusing. That will be nice though. If anything, I want the run to go like the previous one, obviously. The more it goes like that, the better it is for me. The 2 extends in a row, nice. Pretty cool. Inconvenience you so much to not catch the first wave of these assholes. Alright. Yeah, I probably should stop skipping that dialogue, because it's not a joke. One day the song name is gonna end up getting me killed. I guess Nitori here is a little bit trigger happy. A little bit. To not say a lot. Okay, not bad. Okay, no, I'm not risking that. I saw my death. Even though it probably wouldn't have happened anyways. I saw it. It was a premonition. Sometimes you should kinda get those things. It certainly was one. unfortunately bombing here. Oh, you get actually one power item from her, so you can bomb once more. Yeah, I guess that obviously helps. It would be so nice to have one tiny little bit more power here. Okay, there it is. You wanted it, you have it. No questions asked. Okay, we say to forget about that guy and instead focus on this one. That is the strat. You know, even then. And the middle one, I guess, forget about him, right? Can't do much about him at this point. Yeah, that's because of that amount of power. I'm pretty sure I haven't died yet, by the way. Hey, that's gonna change with this fight, but I mean that's an interesting thing to do. No miss until the stage 4 boss. Wow, I'm surprised that was a death bomb. I was sure that that would have hit me and the bomb wouldn't have been enough, but no. It was somehow enough. Of course. At least I dead bombed that. Would be worse. This Pelgar is something. One of the easiest spell guards in hard, but in Lunatic? Wait, is it a capture? No way, I think that's my first capture of that thing. Well, at least with this shot type. I don't remember if I captured it with another shot type. I doubt it, but it's possible. And here comes the survival. This one, much as I would like to dodge shit. Yeah. What you want and what the run wants are two very different things. That was a preemptive one. I was seeing those bullets close in very quickly. But don't charge. I tried. Think you missed the point of the survival there? Oh, you think so? Yeah, I might have. You might be right. Indeed. Wow, the iframes lasted for so long. If only they have lasted for that long on the final spell card on that previous run. Well, maybe they did, but... I mean, they most likely did. Okay, calculating that sort of shit, dude. Ah, that's a shame. I almost got enough to bomb. The thing is that you can survive a lot in situations like that where you bomb and you get more power to bomb again. Okay. That's a shame, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna bomb you, son. I am sorry. I don't like your patterns. I'm pretty sure nobody does, but it's fine. People like you for other reasons. I mean, for being a good character, obviously. What else would it be? It is also the same situation as last run. With the lack of power here to destroy the enemies that approach. So the extent is at 150 million. That doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't it be at 160? It doesn't really make that much of a difference, but still weird if you ask me. A little bit weird. These lasers are so deadly. Probably some of the most deadly lasers in the whole series, I would even say. There was no need to bomb that non-spell, by the way, but I did. Didn't wanna die, you know. Have some survival instinct, and even if that non-spell is not hard, it's not as easy as this one, which is one that I don't think I'll ever bond. One of the easiest non-spells in the game as well. But on Lunatic, that is. Obviously always talking from Lunatic perspective. Even if I wanted, I wouldn't remember what the other difficulties have here. Well, it's that non-spell is most likely the same, just with less bullet density. Usually the spell cards that change a lot more. That's the thing about that non-spell, that it could change a lot and it wouldn't really matter. It's a very peculiar non-spell because regardless of how you are supposed to, like how many bullets you have, what you're simply supposed to do is dodge left, right, left, right. It's a very classical dodge. Nothing out of the ordinary. I can't believe you almost didn't die. That stupid ass enemy, dude. Alright. Calm down. Just keep it cool. There is no reason to get nervous on the final boss. Surely. The problem is that I'm actually sweating from my fingers. I think that makes the grip on the keys a little bit harder, if you ask me. It's gonna go to timeout. It was almost on timeout territory though. It could have gone to timeout. I mean, I had 0 power, so if it did go to timeout, it wouldn't have been alarming. It will be what makes sense. At least by putting a bomb there, I cannot regret getting hit about this spell guys, yeah. Every time that I get hit by this spell card is when I have bombs on stock, so at least by doing it that way, I will get hit as I did, but it ain't that bad. Don't mind me shotgunning you. It's just the normal thing to do. Honestly, I will be very tempted to bomb this non-spell as well. This bomb it when she's vulnerable, yes. Even if it's not hard, I still feel like this part with the green things on the non-spell can so easily cuck you, and I don't want to get cucked. I mean, nobody wants to. Well, that's okay. Some people want to, but we're not talking about them. Wait, might this go to timeout? It's like it might be going to timeout, right? It's looking that way. Sure if I should blame RNG here or maybe not, but it's gonna be very close, and it's certainly better to bomb than to get a timeout because you don't get any resources on timeout. It's gonna be down to the wire actually. Should be fine, I guess. I had to change my usual path there. Though I actually didn't get any resources regardless. They are simply not intended to get resources there. How that thing works? Might be. Fortunately, I'm most likely gonna die here. That's a shame. Correct. And that is indeed a shame. I got so scared that I bombed, and that's a shame because that's a huge damage loss. Bombing right at the beginning. I thought I was gonna get hit for sure. So I tried shotgunning a little bit, but you know. Don't do that. That's what the game is telling me. Don't be a moron. Don't be silly. Nice, good death bomb. Man, why is my heart rate so bad right now? Are you trying to kill me? A common effect of this spell card, unfortunately. The sheer damage from the iframe should be good enough here. Even if I bomb in every time that I don't have iframes, this should be more than enough, but that's the key where I have to actually bomb, unlike last time. Nice. Well, we got it. Ironically, the previous one was slightly higher score, but you get a bonus at the end. I think, yeah, there it is. I was sure that was the case. Damn. If you die in the game, you die in real life, as always. We got it. That was pretty cool. I mean, look, here's the thing. If you don't get extremely nervous, are you even alive? But hey, finally being able to one coin clear this game with the worst shot type in the game. That's very nice. Very, very nice. But yeah, what a game, dude. That final spell card is probably one of the most nerve-wracking ones in the game. I don't think many other ones come close, and that's because it's one of the hardest one in the series. One of the hardest ones in the series. I could think of things like, well, PDH, like the final spell card of 15, but that's something that if you have bombs is not that fucked up. In fact, I don't even think it has a bomb shield. So compared to this, it's absolutely nothing. I guess what might be more nerve-wracking is the UFO final spell card, not because of the difficulty of the spell card in itself, but rather because if you got to that point, you are so nervous that you're gonna choke. So you really, really want to be careful with that. But yeah, it's still a pretty nice game. I mean, technically the only shot type that is left is Mari-Sabi, but Mari-Sabi unless you fits the bug, and there are patches that fits the bug, but with the bug it's trivial to one going clear. Like, you should melt everyone's health bar without any problems. But thankfully I back up my replay so I have room. Well, pretty cool.